Welcome back to Dr. Ryan, the channel where we take everyday foods and habits and explore their real impact on your health, based on how the body actually works. Today, we're talking about one of the most misunderstood foods out there, eggs. Eggs have been called healthy, unhealthy, dangerous, miraculous, high cholesterol, low-carb superfoods, you name it. They've been praised, demonized, and everything in between. But when you look at actual physiology, nutritional density, and how the body responds to whole foods, eggs stand out as one of the most powerful foods you can include in your diet. I eat multiple eggs every single day, and today I want to explain why they're uniquely nutrient-rich, why they're superior to most proteins, and why they offer benefits that go far beyond what most people realize. But before we get into the benefits, we need to address some of the confusion that surrounds eggs, specifically the myths about yolk color, egg labels, farming practices, and even how eggs are marketed today. A lot of people try to judge the quality of an egg by the color of its yolk. Intuitively, a darker, richer orange yolk looks healthier, while a pale yellow yolk looks less nutritious. The problem is that many commercial egg producers artificially alter yolk color. They use approved color additives, derived from marigold petals or synthetic pigments, to produce the exact shade they want. There's actually a full color chart they use to decide how dark the yolk should be. In other words, the color of the yolk in store-bought eggs often has nothing to do with the nutrition of the egg and everything to do with marketing. The same thing happens with chicken meat. If you've ever wondered why chicken breast today is often a uniform yellowish or beige color, it's because producers add pigments to make the meat look more appealing. The flavor of modern chicken has also declined dramatically because most birds are raised in controlled indoor environments, fed large quantities of grain, and bred for rapid growth rather than nutrition. Chickens grow larger, faster, and cheaper than ever, but the nutritional quality and flavor are what they used to be. And this brings us to the different egg labels you see in the store. Terms like free range, cage-free, vegetarian-fed, and even grade A sound impressive, but most of them don't mean what consumers think they mean. Free range doesn't guarantee that the chickens spend meaningful time outdoors. It simply means they have access to the outside, access which might be nothing more than a small door they may never find. Cage-free just means they're not in metal cages. They can still be packed into indoor barns with very limited movement. Vegetarian-fed sounds healthy, but chickens are not vegetarians. They naturally eat insects and worms. A vegetarian-fed chicken is a chicken fed grains, often soy and corn, which may be genetically modified. Grade A refers only to the appearance of the egg, its shape, shell texture, and lack of cracks. It has nothing to do with nutrition. Pasteurized eggs doesn't mean pasture-raised. It means the eggs were heated to kill pathogens. This is why the best eggs usually come from small farms, farmers markets, or your own backyard if you have the ability to raise hens. Chickens that can roam outdoors, eat bugs, scratch the soil, and supplement their diet with natural nutrients, but use eggs radically different from typical store-bought eggs. These eggs are higher in omega-3 fatty acids, carotenoids, vitamins, and trace minerals. They taste richer, look deeper in color, and provide a nutritional profile much closer to what eggs were before the days of industrial farming. Now that we've cleared up the confusion around labeling and marketing, let's talk about the remarkable benefits of eating eggs and why they deserve a place in a healthy diet. Eggs are one of the highest quality proteins you can eat, not just because they contain all essential amino acids, but because of how efficiently the body can use those amino acids. Many proteins you eat, especially lean proteins, create a higher insulin response because the body must convert a large portion of the protein into glucose. Eggs, however, especially whole eggs with the yolk, have a low insulin impact and a very high biological value, meaning a large percentage of the protein becomes actual body tissue, muscle, bone matrix, enzymes, hormones, neurotransmitters, and other structural components. For comparison, egg protein has close to the highest utilization rate of any animal protein. Egg whites alone, interestingly, are not as beneficial as whole eggs. The yolk is what makes the protein more usable and reduces insulin response. Eggs are also one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient essential for brain health, liver health, and bile flow. Choline supports memory, cognitive function, and emotional stability. It helps the liver break down fat and cholesterol, making it a powerful nutrient for preventing fatty liver and gallstones. Most people don't get enough choline from their diets, and eggs are one of the best ways to obtain it naturally. Eggs contain lecithin as well, which supports healthy cholesterol balance by helping the body emulsify fats. Even though eggs contain cholesterol, they also contain the nutrients needed to metabolize that cholesterol effectively. In fact, many studies have shown that eating eggs increases HDL, the protective form of cholesterol, more than it affects LDL. Cholesterol in food does not automatically translate into cholesterol in the blood. What matters most is liver health and insulin level. Eggs also provide vitamin D naturally, something rare among foods. Vitamin D supports immunity, hormone function, calcium absorption, and mood. The combination of vitamin D and K2 in one natural food makes eggs uniquely valuable. The deeper the yolk color in naturally raised eggs, the more vitamin A and carotenoids the egg typically contains. Eggs supply vitamin E, which protects the heart, improves skin health, and reduces oxidative stress. They're loaded with B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B6, B12, and folate, all of which are essential for energy production, brain function, hormone balance, and cellular repair. Eggs also contain powerful antioxidants in the form of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that support eye health, prevent macular degeneration, reduce blue light stress from screens, and protect delicate structures in the retina. These nutrients are concentrated in the yolk and remain most potent when eggs are cooked gently. Eggs contain essential trace minerals as well: selenium, zinc, phosphorus, iodine, nutrients many people are deficient in, and they provide omega-3 fatty acids, especially when chickens have access to natural outdoor environments. One question people often ask is how to prepare eggs to preserve the most nutrients. Since some nutrients, especially carotenoids, can break down under high heat, gentler cooking methods are ideal. Poaching, soft boiling, or over-easy eggs help preserve more of the yolk's nutrients. Another common concern is cholesterol. If you eat whole eggs every day, or even multiple eggs, should you worry? For most people, the answer is no. Whole eggs are one of nature's most perfectly balanced foods, containing everything needed to support life. Their nutrients actually help your body handle cholesterol more effectively. What raises harmful cholesterol most aggressively is sugar, refined carbohydrates, processed foods, and damaged oils, not whole eggs. Eggs offer a complete nutritional package. They support muscle growth, brain function, liver health, cholesterol balance, hormone production, immune strength, eye health, and metabolic stability. They are one of the most efficient, accessible, and nutrient-dense foods you can include in your diet. If you're a smaller person, 1 or 2 eggs might be perfect. If you're larger or more active, 3 or 4 eggs can fit easily into a balanced eating plan. Thanks for watching and spending your time with me today on Dr. Ryan. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more science-based health guidance delivered simply and clearly, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Your health decisions don't need to be complicated, just informed.